my name is Theresa. I am 21 years old. I am an au pair in Deutschland and I come from Zambia.
Hello, Theresa. Thank you for being here and taking part to this interview. So you are an au pair in Germany. How long have you been there?
Yes, 6 months. Yeah.
6 months. And you're still au pairing, right?
Yes, you're au pairing until next year in February.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
So you're basically at the half of your au pair year.
exactly. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So first question I would like to ask is, when did you start looking for a family?
I started looking for a family that was last year in December. It was after Christmas, actually. And it didn't actually take me that long to find a family because by New Year's Eve, I had already found one. So,
Okay.
yeah, yeah,
Okay, and how did it feel like? Did you know from the beginning that it was the right family for you? Did you talk a lot before the decision? How did it go?
yeah, we had to talk a lot, long conversations, just trying to get to know each other so that you don't make a mistake of either going into the wrong family or maybe them making a mistake of choosing the wrong person. So, yeah,
Okay, yeah, but it was pretty quick in the end.
it was very, very quick.
Great. And how did you decide? Why did you decide to become an au pair?
Well, just like everybody else, culture exchange and learning more about the German language. Because currently, I can say that Germany is one of the most developed countries. And so everyone wants to see what German looks like, what they eat. So it's literally just that.
Okay, and how did you find out about the au pair program?
I found about au pair programs through a Zambian institution called Diversity Learning Institution. And our manager is actually the one who brought up the whole au pair program. And
Ah,
so that's how we
okay.
put about it. Yeah.
Okay, interesting. And so after you found then the host family, how did the visa process go?
Well, the visa process was very easy because applying as usual, just like any other place, you apply online, and within a couple of seconds, you have your appointment. And then it took me, after my visa interview at the embassy, it took only 5 days for me to get my visa. So it was pretty quick.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
And you already had A1 certificate for the German language, right?
I had A1 and A2. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, so you were already prepared concerning the language.
Yeah.
Okay, and how did the interview go? Did they ask you some questions in German?
Well, the interview was just in German.
Okay.
Yeah. Except for maybe like the introduction where you're probably like doing the greeting because you're
Mhm.
meeting the first time. So, yeah, that's the only part where we had to say like in English. But then the rest of the questions and whatever that was involved was just done in Deutsch.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
Yeah.
that's great to hear that you had a positive experience at the embassy.
Yeah.
And then once you, well, what were you looking for in a family? So what were your requirements as an au pair?
For me, I was looking for a family that did not have so many kids. And I was also looking for a family that is loving, welcoming. And I was also looking at the religious factor. I was looking for a Christian family. So those were my requirements. And luckily enough, I found one that matched my requirements.
Okay, did you have any special requirements about the location? Like where did you want to go in Germany? Big city, in the countryside, or was it the same for you?
For me, I didn't have any specific requirements when it came to location.
Okay. Oh,
Yeah.
and where did you end up?
Well, I'm in München.
Ah, okay. So
Yeah.
big city life.
Yeah.
Okay. And so how many OS kids do you have to take care of?
Just one.
Just one. Okay.
Yeah.
How old is he or her or she?
She's 10 years old.
Okay.
A big girl, so
Yeah.
I'm there.
And when you arrived, did the girl like welcome you? Or was it a bit rough to get to know each other and to gain this confidence?
Well, when I came, everything was just fine because of the corona, I actually didn't get to interact with the family there and then. I
Mm.
had to quarantine for about 2 weeks. And then afterwards, after the 2 weeks and stuff, yeah, we got to interact with the family and everything just kicked off. Like we were just meant to be, so there was no problem at all.
Okay. And
Yeah.
how is your au pair day like? What do you have to do during the day?
Well, my au pair day usually starts like around 13 because from morning I have my Deutsch classes because I'm doing Bit Spy. And after that, my host sister, she's usually in school. She comes back like around 13. And so when she's back, that's when I actually get to do some work, just playing with her actually. So we just play and I help around sometimes, maybe with the dishes, but it's not always.
Okay. And so you stay with her all the afternoon.
Yeah,
Okay. Do you speak with her in German or in English?
in Deutsch.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
So it's a full experience for you.
exactly. So 24/7, I'm just like speaking in Deutsch and stuff. So yeah,
Okay. Do you feel that your language is improving?
totally. Because when I compare to the way I used to speak back home and the way I'm speaking right now, there's a huge difference.
Wow. Yeah. Yeah. I can imagine that. And how is the relationship with the host parents?
It's great as well. It's great. Yeah,
Okay.
it's great.
You live with both the parents?
Yeah, I live with both.
Okay. Okay. And well, talking about the culture, for example, is there something that you would define as a cultural shock when you first came in Germany?
Honestly, no, I haven't seen anything that's shocking to the point where I'm like, oh my gosh, what is that? But like, no, everything so far has just been, oh, okay, like it's normal. I haven't seen
Okay.
anything different. Yeah.
What about the food?
Well, on the food part, of course, there are some differences because there are a lot of stuff that German people eat and we do not actually eat back home. So yeah, on the food part, there is a huge difference.
Okay. And what about the city? So do you like München?
Yeah, I love Munich. It's a very lovely city.
Yeah. And even despite Corona, do you have the chance to explore the city and the surroundings, or are you just focusing on staying like in a neighborhood? How is your Corona life?
Well, we do go out, but not very frequently. But yeah, we do go out, like maybe we make a picnic or hiking or maybe going to the zoo and stuff like that. Yeah, we do go out, but just not as frequently as it would be if there was no corona.
Yeah, yeah. And did you have the chance to meet other au pairs, friends abroad? How, and if yes, how did you do it?
I did not. I have not yet met any au pairs. Yeah.
Okay. Are you planning to join some maybe Facebook groups in order to get to know more people, or you just fine?
Yeah, I would love that. I just didn't know that there's actually a Facebook group for that.
So it's 6 months. It's been 6 months that you are there. How would you say you changed during these 6 months? Did your au pair style change a little bit?
Well, I can say when you become an au pair, it's more like you are kind of giving a part of yourself. You don't get to do what you used to do when you were not an au pair. Because maybe you just used to lazy around, you hang out with friends, but then now you've got a job, and because it's literally a job, because you have to spend like 24/7. You get so your life kind of changes. Like some stuff that you used to do, it's kind of grabbed away, and transitioning to that at times is a little bit difficult, especially like let me say like for example the times that the amount of time that people spend on their phones or maybe watching movies, that kind of time is kind of like grabbed away from you because you have to spend time with the kids, and it's not actually good if you are babysitting with your phone and you're not like really paying attention to the kids and stuff like that. So yeah, but otherwise it's all great.
Okay. And are you already thinking about February and what to do after the au pair program?
Yeah, I'm actually planning on doing FSY. So this coming September, I have to do some applications to some FSY places.
Okay, always in Germany.
Yeah. In Germany.
Okay, cool. Good luck with the FSY.
You.
Okay, and next question is there something that you didn't like about the whole au pair thing, including the searching process?
No. I don't know about others, but like according to my own experience, I did not find anything that was bad or anything like that.
Okay, and is there maybe some advice you would give about creating the profile on aupair.com or any other platform? What would you say it's one of the main thing about searching for a family online?
I would just say that like the way the aupia.com website is, I think it's perfect, it's great. If there to be made any adjustments, I really wouldn't recommend any because it's just okay, like it's perfect. Unless if maybe other people have got some great ideas. But as for me, I just find it to be okay.
Okay. Did you add many details of yourself in the description on the profile?
Yeah, I did. I did. Because I
Yeah.
mean, such descriptions help you actually to find the perfect family. Because when they read the kind of person that you are, then they'll be able to know to say, oh, okay, so this kind of person behaves like that. This kind of person's hobbies are these, so they would actually tally with our family and stuff like that.
Yeah. 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 Of course, the description is one of the main parts of the whole thing online. So it's important to pay attention to it and to spend some time with it.
Exactly.
Yeah. And I have one other question concerning the job profile. So, which competencies do you think you learned through the au pair program that may be useful for your future job search?
Well, for example, if one wants to become a kindergarten teacher, I think being an au pair would help a lot because you get to interact with a lot of kids. And with the experience that you've already had as an au pair, I think it would help you actually understand. And even as well, maybe you want to work like in a home for disabled kids, because obviously there are some families that have disabled children. So I feel like if you have had that experience before, it would be actually easy for you to interact with people like that when you actually find a job or like career-wise decision and stuff like that.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. And what kind of activities do you do with your host kit?
But we play a lot. Play a lot. So like mostly the stuff that we play is fantasy playing. I actually didn't know anything about fantasy playing until I got in Deutschland, and I figured that a lot of kids actually enjoy that. So you find that maybe a kid watch something like a cartoon or something like that, and then they would try and role play the same thing that they watched. Yeah, for me it was actually new, and I'm like, oh, okay, so kids actually do that. Yeah, so we do fantasy playing a lot, especially Harry Potter, because she's obsessed
Oh,
with Harry Potter. So she's got her whole Harry Potter costume on. She's got the wishing wand and the Harry Potter books. So we play a lot of Harry Potter a lot, and we play also with dolls, of course, like Little Surprise, Barbie dolls, Playmobiles, and all that kind of stuff, and outdoor activities as well, like maybe jumping on the trampoline or just playing on the swings and stuff like that. Yeah.
okay. Wow, your day as an au pair sounds really full of
Yeah,
activities.
yeah.
Hmm. Okay. Well, I almost finished my questions, but I still would like to ask if you have like some advice that you would like to give to future au pairs, also maybe from your same area. Is there something that you wish also that somebody would have told you before becoming an au pair?
Well, I wish that somebody told me that Deutschland is good, so I would have actually become a very long time ago. Yeah. But advice is one thing that people don't actually realize, and I have actually gotten to see that, like, even when I see a lot of YouTube videos, I think most people talk about this a lot, whereby people don't realize that they're actually coming into people's lives. Like for you, this is an adventure, it's an adventure. You're coming into a new country, it's an adventure, but then you're forgetting that the people that you're coming to live with, this is their life, it's their reality. And so some people tend to like trying to change the host family's lifestyle. Like you try to be not really bossy, but like you want them to live according to your rules, which is
Mhm.
actually unfair because this is their life and you have to like I mean, just as the saying goes, if you go to Rome, like do what the Romans do. So that's something that people don't actually realize. And then at the end of the day, they start having problems with their host families. So yeah, I think that's what I would actually advise people to just bend your stick a little bit, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. Did you like watch a lot of YouTube videos before actually starting the experience?
Yeah, I did a lot of research before I actually became an au pair because I really wanted to
What
try.
would you do is the best? What would you say is the best source of information and also first-hand experience on the internet?
Um, I would say just YouTube itself. Like once you
Uh,
just type, you search au pair life and stuff. Though there are some people that obviously they publish false information or
yeah.
maybe yeah, false information, and you know we all have different experiences. So it's up to you to choose which one do you think is right for you or which one do you think is necessary for you and stuff like that. Yeah.
And what were your fears and doubts maybe before beginning and also watching some negative experience on the internet?
Honestly, I was just hoping that I wouldn't find a very, very bad family, a family that is like so strict, because there are some videos where I would watch where they would be complaining, say, no, my host dad never allowed me to hang out with my friends, or maybe they never allowed me to do this and that. So I was just hoping that I wouldn't find anything like that. Yeah.
Yeah. And in the end, you didn't. So
Then everything worked out for me.
great. Okay. Yeah, I think I basically asked you all the things that I wanted. So I want to thank you again, Teresa, for your time, for sharing your experience. And yeah, good luck with your future and also for your 6 months left as an au pair.
Thank you.